Hey, what's going on, guys? Garden Shed here and welcome. As you can see, one, I am incredibly sweaty, but you can't see that. And two, I've just been round the Moto Guzzi factory, which has been amazing. It's free. I was very surprised. I thought it'd be a good chance to rip off all the tourists, but no. God, it's hot. It's 35 degrees according to the bike. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And incredibly muggy. I've massively overdone it on mileage each day. 200 miles in the UK is easily doable in a day and gives you time to wander around. In Europe, it's not at all. Yeah, in Europe, 200 miles a day is a lot. It's 8 solid hours riding. It's an absolute killer. So hopefully it's 3 o'clock now. Hopefully get to my 4 o'clock now. Hopefully get to my campsite at 6. I'm a bit gutted. Because I've overdone it on the mileage. All I've constantly been doing is riding, and not even fun riding. It's been, it's been good roads, but it's just been slogging it. I haven't really had time to wander around and do touristy shit. Traffic in Italy is interesting at best. If you do the speed limit, you constantly get overtaken. But then I've seen lots of not gendarmes, what are they in Italy? It's so muggy you can't see the other side of the lake. I don't know if you normally can do. So my second mistake. Look at this. It's beautiful. Forgot the little USB cable for my drift. So I've got my mains charger, which is brilliant, so I can charge when I'm in a hotel or an apartment, but I haven't got way of charging on the move, so I'm having to limit myself to battery space. Tomorrow and the next day, where there might not be a huge amount of footage because I'm preserving battery. I mean, this trip is proving quite costly. My fuel bill is astronomical each day. Well, I'm getting through at least a tank a day. Yes, this is where all the movie stars and things live. But so far the V-Strom has proved itself mightily adept at many things. Wow, just wow. I bet a lot of these are holiday homes. Well, that was fun. That was a Italian train. Turns out they're slower than British trains. I wonder what these houses are worth. I'm taking all courses to avoid the Stelvio. As far as I am concerned, you join me just leaving the campsite on the very edge of Tuscany. Yesterday was really unremarkable. It was just unremarkable. I spent most of it on the autostrada. Apart from when I stopped for a sandwich at lunch. Oh wow! Look at the castle. See, you don't get this in other people's tours of Italy. What it's really like trying to tour. See lovely hills, the best of moments. You don't see pissing around because of road closures and you don't know where else to go. Oh, I wish I had more time to wander around it, but I don't. This is the problem with these couple of days is it's just mile munching. The camera keeps turning itself off every time I try and start a file. Really annoying, which is a shame, because I've had some brilliant roads. Hopefully the castle didn't tour bus. Hopefully the castle didn't delete itself from record. Tell you what, something's got to be said for Italy about just getting up early. So much cooler. I mean, it's 23 degrees at the moment. Yesterday when I was doing this it was 35. I don't know if it's a police car or something, so I don't really want to overtake it. I'm not doing very well at this whole turning on the camera before it gets pretty. It's not really working for me very well at all, because I'm not doing very well at turning the camera on before the roads get nice and the scenery gets good and stuff like that. It just sort of dribs and drabs really. the roads have been really, really nice this morning. A couple of roadworks and things like that. And the normal stupid Italian speed limits. So following the Carabinieri, and we are doing 70 and a 30 apparently. Look at this view. Isn't it incredible? I definitely want to come back to Tuscany. So yeah, I don't really have a clue what road I'm on. Via Cassia? So yeah, yesterday I pulled up at a petrol station on the Autostrada. This old man pulled up, not a clue what he was on about. And he just started shouting at me for no reason. I really don't know what he was talking about. I kept saying, I don't speak Italian. I even tried Google Translate and it went, no parlo Italiano. And he just carried on. And he started actually getting quite agitated. I don't have a clue what you're saying. Something about the Carabinieri, Rome, Firenze, etc. And he just kept saying it. Oh, he kept going. Roma, Vicenza, Firenze, Verona. I don't have a clue what he was on about. I'm having a brilliant time, don't get me wrong. But I've completely overdone the mileage. Like today I've seen loads of lovely villages and castellettos that I passed through. I would love to have sort of had a bit of one around, like the one I could see on the hill over there. You can't see it now through the trees. But unfortunately, because I got to get to Roma, next time I do this trip, I'm not heading as far south as Rome. Anyway, I'm going to pull up in about a couple of kilometres just so I can get some lunch. Not lunch, breakfast. It's 10:30. Can't have lunch yet. I've got a chocolate bar hidden away deep in my pannier, so hopefully it doesn't get too manky toots. And hopefully I can find a petrol station. Have a nice cold Coke or something like that. A lot of them serve coffee, and really good coffee. Look at this. I thought my camera was recording and it wasn't. I just had a fabulous view of the sea. You can't really see it there. I think it's the sea, or it might be a giant lake. I think it's a giant lake. Had nice roads, not been too hot. Starting to get warmer now. But it's not a muggy heat like it was up north. It's a bit more of a drier. They're very sign happy is what I've noticed. I think that's probably the best way to put it. They love a road sign, the Italians. You see lots about snow, frost. A corner! They have lots to mark corners that say sharp corners that really aren't sharp corners compared to some of the hairpins and stuff that you have. I know the British government British councils underwent an attempt to try and declutter road signs because they were getting too many. I've been trying to get a picture while I was in Tuscany of a driveway lined with fir trees. Not fir trees, what are they? Not eucalyptus. Basically the trees that you think, the tall, thin ones. And every time I've seen like a villa or something with a long drive with those leading up to it for a lovely picture, there's been a shit ton of camper vans there trying to do the same. Except you can't see the trees because it's behind a camper van. I love Italy. Italy's been amazing. Quite down in the dumps about it, and I think that's because they're going around Lake Como. Yes, it was pretty, but I was stuck in a traffic jam for 2 hours to do 10 kilometres. 10 at 6 miles. This seems to be where all the... oh. I've got to say big houses are, but they've all disappeared. Yeah, I think this is where the rich folk are. It's all electric gateways and just fucking hell, just the odd hovel. No hairpins for a while. Jesus. Oh man, what a lovely day. So we are on... It looks like we're going through the vineyards north of Rome. I think they're grape trees. And the view is just incredible. Unfortunately, the camera's playing up again. So I have to start it, hit record, wait for it to kick off record, then press record again. We've got Alex Zanardi in front of us. Formula F1 driver lost his legs. Remember him? Had a bad accident? No? Now does touring car? Awesome story. Read his book. I think he's just released a new one because I saw it in a petrol station here. I doubt they're just redoing the same one, but his biography is absolutely amazing. If you don't know who he is, go and check him out. Brake, brake, brake. Alright, straight on, straight on. Oh god, potholes. You have to be careful of them. The last half an hour to Rome. I've done 1,957 miles to get to Rome in 7 days. That's disgusting. So this is Rome. Oh, I'll tell you what, whoever makes near miss videos, come to Rome. I mean, that chap, he just carried on onto the motorway because he was texting. No other reason for it other than he was texting. Rome is actually a pigsty. Jesus Christ, this carnage could be its own video. Like I said, if you watch one of those crash channels, you'd be alright. My sat-nav is definitely trying to kill me.